toughest lending environment in 10 years, highest interest rates in over 20 years. And I've been able to get over $40,000 in new available credit and personal and business credit cards and growing with not a lot of effort. Close on the verge of closing on a real estate deal at the time where mortgage rates are about 7.3, 7.4, and I was able to get a 6.6 and over tens of thousands of dollars in pre-approval sitting in my inbox and sitting in my mailbox. How was I able to do it? The number one factor I will contribute, or one of the top factors I will contribute, is my credit. Not only my credit scores, which my FICO scores range from 755 to 803, but my credit profile. I have a very thick credit profile. My credit profile has at least 25 to 30 accounts per bureau and growing. And it ranges from about 12 years, 15 years back to current. This has allowed lenders to feel much more comfortable and see me as much lower risk, so much so that I'm getting the best rates and the best terms on everything that I apply for. This is the number one thing that I think is missing for many of you who are on the verge of building or rebuilding your credit. Not enough information is put out about how important it is to have a thick credit profile. When you're making any kind of decision that involves trust, the number one thing you're going to want to look back on is reputation. You're going to want to be able to see information that indicates how a person has performed or what their behaviors or characteristics look like. That's what having a thick credit profile does. It's not a thick credit profile, so you have at least 15 or more accounts per bureau. Honestly, probably 20. And for many people, I notice this is something they're very skittish about. I'm a banker by trade, by profession. I help people with applications. I help people with their banking and their finances all day long. And I see people who are terrified of opening new credit accounts. You don't have a choice if you want the best rates and the best terms on all of your lending products that you go for. And this is going to make up tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars for you over the life of these different loans and products, because you're going to be paying a lower interest rate. You're going to be getting better terms, more perks and benefits. You also have to understand this is a buffer for you if you ever run through hard times, if you ever have a few late payments due to losing a job abruptly or losing an income source. Having more accounts is going to be favorable in the calculations of your credit score. Let's talk about payment history. If you have a credit profile with 10 accounts on it, and we're going over a year's worth of payments, that's 120 payments. So if you miss a few payments, that's going to be 1%. Same scenario, but let's double it and say you have 20 accounts. That's 240 on-time payments in that year, and you missed the same, let's just say 3 payments. You see how the difference in the math? Dramatically different. It's going to be dramatically different. It gives you a buffer, a safety net. Same thing with utilization. When you have so many accounts with a high available credit limit, this is one of the benefits of high credit limits. Many of you are confused on the hype train around why there's so much content in the financial space around getting credit cards and getting high limits on those credit cards. One of the most attractive features is going to be higher available credit. So that means if you run into a situation where you have an emergency, you need to max a card out for a period of time or run up a higher than normal balance on it, you have breathing room on your credit profile, because it's not one of 2 only cards you have on your profile. There's 5, 7, 10, all that have $5, $10, $15, $20,000 limits on them. And the more other banks can reference your credit profile and see other quality lenders and banks that trust you with these limits, the more likely they're going to be to get in the mix and compete for your business. So I wanted to put this in perspective, because a 760, 780, 800 credit score with somebody who has 5 trade lines on their credit profile versus the same 760, 780, and 800 that has 25 or 30 trade lines on their credit profile are not equal, not even close. I can guarantee you one is going to get the absolute max, the other is not. So I wanted to bring this in context because I can speak firsthand on this. I'm having a terrific year when it comes to applying for credit, when it comes to applying for different lending products, and one of the toughest environments that we've seen in a long time. And one of those major factors contributing is my credit profile. Get more healthy credit accounts. Doesn't have to be high amounts. If you're not comfortable dealing with, a bunch of high numbers, do it in small increments. Do it with, 3-figure and low 4-figure accounts. Navy Federal's pledge loan hack. These different things work. They go a long way in building out your credit profile. Don't limit yourself. If you want access to the best, you're not going to be able to get away from credit. I don't care what changes it makes, what kind of alterations that come along. There's always going to be a financial tracker for your financial behavior in a capitalist society. So if you want the opportunity to be able to get jobs because employers are checking your credit like crazy, insurers are checking your credit, all of these different things, if you want the best rates, the best terms, the best prices, you need to get a thicker profile. For all my pioneers, welcome back. To my new viewers, welcome in. You want to learn more about myself and the channel? Start in the description section and work your way to the about section of the channel. Of course, subscribe for more content like this on a daily or every other day basis. Other than that, I want y'all to comment down below and let me know where your credit profile currently sits. Do you have a thin credit profile? And what plans do you have in place to be able to fix or remedy that issue? Do you have a thick credit profile? Let me know the variety of the thickness of that profile. Do you have a lot of revolving accounts? Do you have a lot of installment accounts? We're going to talk about that in another video. Other than that, I want y'all to stay focused. Stay in motion. I'll see y'all soon. This is JP from Blueprint for Prosperity Network, a channel dedicated to helping you increase your net worth through relationship banking, maximizing your borrowing capacity, the proper use of life insurance, and the ownership of real estate. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm uploading content on a daily basis to help you customize your blueprint for prosperity.